when I whet my flashing sword, and my hand takes hold on judgment, I will take vengeance upon mine enemies, and I will repay those who hate me. O Lord, raise me to thy right hand and count me among thy saints.
Jeez.
Kind of makes me feel like river dancing.
This is FilmSack. Oh, sure. Hello, everybody. Welcome to FilmSack. Yeah, that's right. This is FilmSack, mining the very depths of film entertainment for all mankind. This is episode 739. I am Scott Johnson, joined today by Brian. I will never forget the time he pulled that toilet out of the ground with his bare hands Dunaway.
We're pulling it up and we're throwing it out. Oh, hi.
Hello.
This week on Twin Sack, we kissed the giant wooden representation of the sweet feet of our Catholic Lord and Savior. Is that sandalwood with just a touch of pledge wood cleaner mixed in with the sinful kisses of 1,000 sweaty Irishmen? And our reward for being the good Boondock saints that we are? A leaky roof prison vision to shake off the indifference of good men and to get busy with bringing vigilante justice to our local community in the form of tandem acts of violence, pre-capped by, hold on, I gotta slow down here, I don't want to say it wrong, and I don't want you to hear it wrong, a homophonic pun named character played by Willem Dafoe that sounds a lot like the size of his unit. Now, say this. Now say the made-up family prayer that will eventually lead us back to Daddy. Spoiler. In this 1999 action crime thriller, hitching a ride like a detached thumb back to the crime lab in Small Pecker's pocket. Anywho, when me and my twin brother ain't drinking, killing, or breaking health code by slapping each other with loose cut meats back at the Boston meat packing plant across from the Dunkin' Donuts. No, the other Dunkin' Donuts. No, not that one either. Listen, we don't have time to name all the Dunkins in Boston. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. When we ain't doing that other stuff, we are back at our converted and long-abandoned gym shower apartment hole. Okay, less of a conversion and more like we threw a couple of mattresses on the wet floor and waited until we won squatters' rights. Gross! Randy, you had me at Discman assisted detective work. Let's dance.
Man, that was one of your best. That was really good. Nicely done. Also
Had a
with
lot of
us
material.
today. Yeah, exactly. Lots to work with. Also this week we have with us Randy. No one warned him that Ron Jeremy was in this. Jordan.
Aloha, Scott, Brian. Once again we meet, and once again we are cops. I'm telling you, we're almost always cops. It's kind of wild how you can't really have a story without having cops. Surely there are exceptions, right? Like maybe, I don't know, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. No, wait, knights are cops. None of the... Excuse me. Here we are, and we've got killers on the loose. And dude, they're killing so many people. It's kind of surprising how many people they're killing. How do they keep getting away? Like, have you ever been around loud noises like gunshots? Everyone comes out to see what's going on. Anyway, we're going to catch these guys as long as you follow my 3 saint rules. Number 1, remember all those prayers they taught you in Bible school? Yeah, those are going to come in real handy. Just ask God for accurate bullets. Number 2, show your face all over town. The thinking here is that the more they see you, the less they know what you look like. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Number 3.
Sure.
Number 3. When in doubt, you can always infiltrate a mob mansion by becoming the hottest drag queen in town. And when the doorman stops you, just kiss. Just kiss. Just
kiss.
Guys, just kiss.
I can kiss. I'll do that.
Defoe's a pretty attractive lady.
No, he's
No.
not.
I was shocked.
Nope.
I was kind of surprised.
No,
Nope.
gross.
That's
He's
why
gross.
you have to just kiss.
Yeah, just kiss and forget what you're looking at. With us also, and finally, we have Brian. He's starting a new touring band called the Norman Reedus's Inconsistent Irish Accent Band.
Oh, it's so
Ibbot.
true.
Yep.
Yes. how you were going to just get this. Anyway, there's a lot of songs with the word Satan in the title. Oh, by the way, I'm with Dunaway. There's something weirdly attractive about Defoe.
Oh,
weird, isn't it?
It's weird. All right. Anyway, songs with Satan in the title, right? You got Beach Boys' Little Saint Nick and St. James Infirmary covered by the White Stripes, and It's Hard to Be a Saint in the City by Bruce Springsteen, St. Teresa by Joan Osborne, of course, When the Saints Go Marching In, but only one song with the Boondock.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
But between all the intros and then this is some of the best intro shit we've ever done for a movie we're probably not going to be that kind to. You know what I mean?
I think so. Yeah, probably. Well, thanks. Yeah, that's me trying to do my best high voice Billy Joe Royal.
Yeah.
Like channeling James from Same Sex Marry a little bit for that one.
Oh, yeah, it was a little Jamesy, now you say it.
Once again,
fantastic.
I can't get over the thought that there's somebody out there who loves this movie. Like
there's a lot of people out there who love this movie.
No,
but
absolutely.
you know how we get the thing like every week. There's a person who pops out of nowhere and goes, "You are about to review my favorite movie of all time. I own it on 7 medias and I've watched it 100 times.
Please be careful what you say." That sort of thing.
Right. Like I this one especially feels like it was made for some person in West Virginia who is the biggest Boondock Saints fan in the world. I don't know.
There are people who are really jazzed about this movie, and I remember at the time, I didn't see it when it came out, but I saw it years later, and then second time here today, or yesterday. But it was like the kind of fandom you usually reserve for like big cult classics like, I don't know, Donnie Darko or... Although Donnie Darko maybe has some of the same problems I kind of have with this thing. Like maybe, I don't quite get the fandom.
But Scarface is probably the biggest comparison for me. Like I think the people who went to Spencer's and didn't find the Scarface poster they wanted probably picked up a Boondock Saints poster instead.
Oh, so interesting.
This movie has an interesting production history and release history that kind of time shifted it a little bit. That may be a factor for why this is a cult classic, because this was was poised for a wide release, but got retracted a lot actually, because of the Columbine shootings, and didn't really get a good release, wide release until later, which could have kind of put it out of space with all the other comparisons of stuff that we are going to talk about and going, oh, it's just like all these other movies. But it kind of got time shifted a little bit. Yeah. And this is my first viewing of the Boondock Saints, and it's got some interesting things in it.
This is my first viewing, and the thing that I feel like we're immediately jumping on is the portrayal in the movie of the killers as folk heroes, as like local good guys. And I remember coming out of Columbine, April 20th, 1999. Feeling like we got to be really, really careful with how, media is making these things.
Yeah, anybody with two characters, whether you want to call them unlikely, vigilante heroes or not, walking around in, long coats with 2 guns, and there's
Billy Connolly showing up with long coats. And
that was just a little too on the nose. The Matrix suffered a bit from this,
black trench coats. Yeah, right.
So it's hard to separate them.
The Matrix was right before Columbine,
right?
And you're right. There were people still like going to see it. But it was like, man, if the Matrix hadn't come out yet, I think it would have been a very different movie.
Probably. It's a little like Spider-Man getting a slight delay and also changing all the trailers and deleting a whole scene that involved the 2 towers because he caught a helicopter and a web between them.
Made a web between them.
Yeah. So now suddenly you've got a trailer and a scene where aircraft are flying toward the Twin Towers after this horrible thing. Yeah, it's a hard line to walk. I never really quite understand how some of that works out. Famously, what was the other one that was right around then? A Bruce Willis thing. Maybe Denzel Washington. It was some kind of terrorist attacky movie, and I remember that got pushed way out and then way under publicized, so hardly anyone saw it. But this thing was already kind of an indie thing. It was very small budget, first time filmmaker and writer. In the form of Troy Duffy. And I just think, take all of that context out of it, I'm not sure the Boondock Saints deserves the weird amount of love it gets. And I understand it's all relative and subjective, and everybody's got their different opinions and all that. But
Sure.
I have the hardest time finding it in this one. It just feels like a lot of, ooh, I love the edgy stuff happening in the 90s. And, your song was dead on as far as I'm concerned. Like, all the other inspiration, the Tarantinos of the world who are actually making really good versions of this pulpy stuff, this feels like Temu came in and said, we're going to do this too, a little bit.
It does, with the glaring exception of Willem Dafoe, who elevates
in
this
another
material.
movie.
He's in
He's
another
in a
movie.
different-
He's Defoeing it up,
Yep.
right?
This is two different movies, and they edited them together.
yeah.
Is what I see.
Yeah, it very much feels that way. And it is kind of the story type, right? It's like, I'm going to recreate these crime scenes in retrospect, and I'm going to do it in the most Defoe way possible. And by the end, he's literally going to be in the scenes.
I did appreciate the formula that they set up at each crime scene. Kind of.
Yeah.
I did appreciate the fact that it's like, okay, let's show the mayhem, let's show Defoe come in and explain it, and then let's walk into what actually happened. And near the end,
exactly,
he blends in with everything. He's actually getting closer and closer to the reality of what's really going on, the truth.
Yeah.
And so I kind of actually enjoy. I thought that was pretty.
It was
creative.
a clever way of showing, instead of just saying, here's what the action looked like, here's the aftermath. It's like, all right, seeing the aftermath first, and then discovering it along with Defoe, figuring out what happened.
Yeah, and juxtaposed against this idea that early on he thought these were just a couple of nice local Irish boys, and he let them go, and he doesn't have any idea that the thing he's slowly building is this story about these two guys he let go, and now it's all coming back to him just in time for his hair to be everywhere and his shirt to be all unbuttoned.
And I want to be really clear. When I say Willem Dafoe is in a different movie, I'm not talking about the anachronic order of the story. Yeah. The anachronic order of the story is that thing where we're like, oh, come on, that's just what Tarantino did in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe being in a different movie is him dancing around and screaming at a crime scene. What? At some point,
was a firefight.
Yeah,
I love that.
At some point, these Boston cops are just gonna send you away. They're just gonna wrap a freaking piece of duct tape around your mouth and put you in a van.
Yeah.
Like what?
What's great is he's FBI, but he's also like the genius, right? He's able to, he's smarter than everybody else. Everybody knows it, so it's kind of.
But he's gay, but he calls his boyfriend the F word. He's like all these weird things. I can see, like, on paper, I think this Troy Duffy guy was like, and then we'll do this.
Yes.
And then it'll be this. And it'll be great. And this will shock people. And this will freak people out. And it's like, I kind of can see through that a bit, though. It just didn't have, like, meat on the bones.
You're spot on because this is like one of the hottest scripts in Hollywood during the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask one question about that. So when we first find out that Smecker is gay, like we aren't really given any clues until this moment.
No.
When suddenly he wakes up in bed to a phone call in the middle of the night, and his lover is right there next to him.
Yeah.
And his lover is pawing him in the middle of the night. And so all of a sudden you're like, Smecker is gay. Okay, I got it. I see. Did you, like me, also feel like Willem Dafoe was finding out in that moment?
It felt right. It felt like everybody involved, including the audience, was being told.
I just had this weird feeling Willem Dafoe feels to me like he is just now coming into an understanding of his character.
Yeah.
That's really funny, but now that you say it, I can kind of see it.
I think, that was kind of cluing me in on he is that clued into a different part of his character, which is he's so married to his job, the thing that he loves, coming up with these, figuring out stuff that he doesn't really care about anybody as far as relationships or anything goes. So it was kind of informative. But you're right. He felt like.
And by the way, I'm not saying he was self-hating the character. I don't think the character was self-hating. I actually think he was using the F slur over and over to try to convince people that he was straight. Because that benefited him if they all thought he was straight.
I only thought he said it once. I must have blocked it out.
I thought he said it a couple of times myself.
Oh.
I feel like
there was a couple of words here. I was like, ooh.
He used the F slur towards his boyfriend, and then he used it again towards a bartender.
Oh, that's
he did.
right.
He totally did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're totally right. I forgot about that scene.
But yeah, to have a movie that's got both the F word, the N word. I was waiting for the R word at some point.
Yeah,
and I'm just
yeah.
glad we didn't get it.
We got a lot of actually
Ritas?
No. Yeah, the Ritas word. No, you're right. We didn't get we got a lot of F-bombs though. I had a count here.
Really? Okay.
200.
Well, you had to.
246.
If you're emulating movies of the time, you got to bring the F-bombs.
Well, do you think?
Count.
So you think he was? So to my point earlier, he is just trying to ape on the trends.
I don't know. It's really kind of hard to say. I didn't have time to break it down this week, but anytime you have a first-time director, you got to look and see how much money was involved and how many producers may have been pushing things around that may have made things different. So I didn't have time to research that deep, though.
Well,
but
from what I understand, it was real low budget, and he had full control. Like I think the only hard part was getting it sold. Was it Harvey Weinstein's the one that ended up getting it?
Harvey Weinstein accepted a kiss for the exchange.
Yeah, he would take a kiss at the door. Where away?
Willem Dafoe had to go take care of that for Troy Duffy.
Sure.
Now, I'm making up shit, people.
This is just Brian making up shit. By the way, we have a
but it's not that far off.
No, it's probably not that far
That's
off.
why I had to say I'm making it up, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Now, we have a fake Fletcher. This comes to us courtesy of someone who I thought was not Irish, but it turns out Dr. Jerry Tolbert is Irish.
Oh, Dr. Tolbert is
Oh,
Irish.
sure. Well, that explains the ginger hair.
Yeah, he's kind of he looks the part, but now he sounds the part. Check it out.
On this week's FilmSack, a pair of Irish-American brothers in Boston become vigilante killers after a violent confrontation with Russian mob enforcers, convincing themselves they're doing God's work by wiping out criminals. It has cult status, which just means if it's Friday, you're in love.
That's great.
Well, listen, I'd love to give him credit for that writing, but that's something I did. But did I know he was going to come back in with an Irish accent? No, sir, I did
brilliant.
not.
No,
that was great.
Delicious.
So people know moving forward, I'm going to start just to shake things up. I'm going to start saying, "Hey, who wants in?" And then we're going to let people have their own little showcase of reading a fake.
It's going to be like an audition, ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Basically, they'll send it in, and if it's terrible, I have no problem saying it is.
Yeah.
That's right. Put yourself out there, Scott.
I might even play it and say how bad it is on the show.
Yeah, who knows? It might actually happen. But anyway.
So either make it good or really bad.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so back to the point of this thing. I think that there's something really interesting here. And in the hands of a director, somebody like the John Wick creator guy, for example, take the idea of two brothers who have seen so many wrongs rot in their town. And the Irish thing is great. The Boston thing is great. There's so much fun with that culture and where religion and violence clashes. Like all of that stuff is ripe, great material to work with. This just feels like an execution problem. And I don't mean that literally, but the way this movie is made bummed me out because I know in other hands this could have been really something. And I guess it was just something enough for the cult following. But also part of why it's a cult following is it's inherently not that great. It felt like a one-off, although they followed it up with a movie that's it's not as good as this one even.
No, and a third was talked about for a while. Yeah,
is that still
going to happen?
As far as I know, I still haven't. I didn't do. Once again, I did as much research as I could in a week.
You think Reedus has been practicing his terrible Irish accent?
I think he'll totally be back if it comes.
But his accent was so bad. So bad.
It was real bad.
Yeah. And I like him. I like Norman Reedus.
They need to hire Tolbert.
Yeah. The thing about Norman Reedus is I really like his work. I think he's great.
Oh, he's fantastic. Yeah.
But he's just not Flannery.
Could they just not find another Irish person? Like Flannery's Irish, right?
Yeah, and he's very, very good. Like he's killing it with the accent. But
he was our young Indiana Jones for a while too.
Oh, I forgot that's who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice.
People age as well. Do we think they still look enough alike, like brothers? Because they're supposed to be twin brothers, like not like identical twins. They're supposed to be twin.
Are they supposed to be fraternal? Is that the deal?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't know that either. I thought he was the younger. Because Flannery plays older than this.
There's a deleted scenes they talk about. There's some jokes like with the mom about one being older.
Fighting in the womb or something.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I guess he was born in America, but he has to have Flannery. I mean, it's such a
the
such
name
an
literally
Irish sounding name. Yeah.
Sean Patrick Flannery. All three of those
Exactly.
words are
Yeah.
Irish as
Loaded.
hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and I by the way, I
There
think
was
he's
never a condom in that household. We
yeah. I actually think he was good. Like him and
He was-
Reedus
he
are
was great.
fine.
Yeah.
That's David Delarocco. I want to talk about him for a quick second.
Yeah.
Rocco.
He played
Who plays Rocco?
Rocco, yeah.
Yeah.
He's an interesting ad, but then just yelled so much that by the time we were done with him, I was very done with him.
I was ready. Yeah. He was somewhere between you bought a Kenny Loggins costume at Spirit Halloween and Hans Bubby a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I just got tired of him and kind of felt, I don't know. His time had
couldn't
come, and when
decide.
it did, I was fine. Goodbye.
I couldn't decide because he's kind of like the third brother. He's also on board, and he's the one who gets murdered so that we can kind of be inspired in the third act to kind of step up and do the things we got to do. So I was kind of torn. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to laugh about the cat getting blown away in the face like Marvin style from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
You shot Marvin in the face.
Oh, I couldn't. I couldn't laugh at all at that.
Yeah,
Me neither.
I was not.
Yeah, the
You're not
fact that it was
entertained.
even attempted to play off as humor, and
Yeah.
then when the women come back, they're like, "You don't even know the cat's name." It's like, oh, okay, that makes it okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
didn't
does.
like
But
that.
no. Yeah.
That was what that scene was, him trying to be the director trying to be very Tarantino.
Very much. I mean,
Yeah.
you hit on the nail on the head with it being Marvin. Same method of the gun going off unexpectedly, causing a very shocking scene. So much better done in Pulp Fiction than here, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like if you try to imagine a young filmmaker in Hollywood, Tarantino was a revelation at the time to people. They were just like, oh my gosh, whole new film era, let's go. And I'd argue that's true. And then so many were kind of ready to ride that and did pretty okay with it. You mentioned, I mean, he was already working, but
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Guy
he
Ritchie had
made
his own
one,
twist,
He had made
but-
one movie at this point. He had
Oh, really?
Lock,
That's
Stock, and
it?
Two Smoking Barrels was,
Right.
Okay.
was out.
And very much had like that, the British take on the mob, hard mob
For
story.
sure.
But,
For
real opening window for a lot of these kind of directors. And I just felt like this was like watching a kid go, oh, I want to make Star
I
Wars
could do
movie.
this too. Yeah.
So I was thinking about this, and I haven't finished thinking about it, but I know lots of times like there'll be a movement happening, and one person will have a breakout, and then everybody will be pressured to use what they're already doing, but kind of steer it in the direction that worked. Kind of like grunge music. We had grunge kind of pop up in Seattle, and it feels like, people who probably would have never even been noticed were like, oh, you got any more like that? And they kind of picked them up, and they kind of have to like push them into a little bit, go, okay, this is what's working. So you got to kind of fit yourself inside this. And then years later, you hear back from those artists that go, yeah, they were really pushing us to, like Deftones is like, yeah, they were really wanting to make us grunge. We weren't grunge.
Well, and
so,
from the audience perspective, I remember this very, very well. The initial wave of grunge artists were a certain thing, and then the second wave are a little offensive because they don't sound precisely like the first.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's hard. I remember it was really hard on me when Stone Temple Pilots came out, and I'm like, that's not what this is supposed to sound like. And
that's not it. That's not
it
it.
took me like 2 albums to start going, I really like this.
Exactly, but it was too clean, right? At the
Right,
beginning,
yeah.
it just felt too produced and polished and that sort of thing. But now
Yeah.
it's like we can't talk about the greatest grunge bands in the world without Stone Temple Pilots coming into play. The Smashing Pumpkins,
Yeah, and
all that stuff,
Dunaway's absolutely right. This is exactly how movie trends work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of, you find one that has success, and they try to kind of shoehorn everything that kind of looks like it into it.
Yeah, I just
the
don't know.
disaster
I don't know.
films of the 70s and
I just don't know how much of that is pressure from producers or just
Yeah.
this dude being
Yeah.
stoked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of producers,
Yeah.
I want to correct something from a few minutes ago. Harvey Weinstein had nothing to do with this movie. He was not the executive producer. He was nothing. He basically sold the rights to make the movie to an executive producer named Ashok Amritraj. And Ashok Amritraj is a famous, very successful
And a great
executive producer. He's now all of his movies the last 25 years have been the Hyde Park Entertainment Group.
Okay.
We have seen some Ashok Amritraj movies here on FilmSack. He produced Bandits and Battlefield Earth, and he produced
Remember
Trick or
those
Treat.
great classics?
Yeah. He produced that rock movie, Walking Tall, that we watched.
Oh, I liked Walking
We've
Tall.
seen so
It was
many
all right.
of these
You,
produced films.
you
and how we-
could not have more of an opposite to Harvey Weinstein than Ashok Amritraj. And what it looks like happened was Miramax originally bought the whole project, and then Harvey Weinstein personally clashed with Troy Duffy and put it in turnaround, and then sold it for less than half of what they'd paid for it. So this is actually a movie that hurt Miramax, which is nice. You know,
It's nice to hear that. Yeah.
It's good to hear.
What was it
Troy
like?
Duffy, too.
Troy Duffy won't touch my pee-pee. I'm not letting him have anything to do with nothing. I don't know. I mean, we don't have any of this information, so we're just pontificating here. But I don't know, man. I just felt like this thing, for whatever reason, I am really glad for the people that see it as like this all-time cult classic. I'm happy for them.
Yeah. But let's talk about really quick if we can. There's no real hook, real edge without Willem Dafoe, I feel like. I feel like if you take Dafoe out of this, it is really just a vigilante, vigilantes out on the street kind of piece. Mm-hmm. But what, like a modern director taking this on, what could they add to this? Or what twist or
make it a TV series.
Right.
And make the cop trying to figure out who they are and what they're doing much more of the through line of the story, because the actual movie that we got here is just the glory of them pulling off their killings and and it's not.
And in the series, I mean, are they? Do we see them as bad guys then because of the climate, the gun climate that we have today, or do we still? I
think they're seen as heroes again. I think it's a mix. What do you call that? There's a word for that.
The anti-heroes. The Dexter kind of.
Yeah, the Batman thing. Other than Batman not killing people, but it really is that. It's like
these are all
our regular systems are not taking care of crime. What do we have to do? We get in and do it ourselves. You know.
Yeah, this is all vigilantism, which is interestingly handled is leaving the theater discussion as we talk to all these people on the street. Talking about how they viewed what had happened. So I actually thought that was one of the more interesting things in the movie.
It's a really well done part, and what's interesting about it is I could see them asking these people the same question coming out of the movie The Boondock Saints.
Yeah, which is the idea, right? It's like let's have these further discussions about vigilantism.
Sure,
for sure.
I feel like. Okay, so this is not done. It's been done before. The Living Dead movie, the first one, Night of the Living Dead, had this great kind of newscast reporter thing at the end, right. And then a few others. I think of those not Walking Dead. I keep saying that. The Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, all that stuff had.
You got to read us in your head. You can't help it.
I know I can't help it, but it had similar stuff like that. And this is actually maybe the best technical thing in the movie. For me, and that's a weird thing to say because it's the last 3 minutes, but it's so like when they were ending it, and it's O'Connell I think my brain today. What's his name? The comedian,
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly. Yeah,
who does a great Irish accent, by the way. It's really good.
He used a lot more.
I mean, he's Scottish, but he's very good. But anyway, he's on the couch and he says whatever final words he says, which sets things up for sequels and all that. And I thought, if they cut to credits here, this is going to be the most disappointing ending of my life.
Yeah.
And instead they did that thing, and that thing really worked. And it really worked. I came away with a little better overall than I had just because of that one choice. I thought that was really cool.
This was we probably didn't have a lot of small community experience with the topic that was talked about a lot in this movie, which is people keeping their mouth shut. And so it starts off talking about Kitty, Genevieve, is that how you say it? Who was stabbed, or Genevieve, something like that. She was murdered, right? And there's people talk about it, about how no one reported it. Of course, there's people also said, well, it wasn't really as loud as everybody says it was. But anyway, it started like the Good Samaritan. laws and different things. And we saw that in Seinfeld's finale. Great finale, right?
Yeah, great finale.
Anyway,
I actually think it's better now. If you watch it now, it's way better.
I agree, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
But
if you watch it then, it sucked. Anyway, go ahead.
But the point is, this movie's having some conversations that were really being had in that area, probably as this individual was growing up, and also he witnessed a murder as well, I believe. So there's a lot of influences in real life things that were that were milling around. How well that message was delivered is of course the question. But I like the twins idea, but I tell you, if we didn't have Defoe, I think we had to bring in Two Deuce, Billy Connolly's character, the dad, who they didn't really say he was his dad, but he's his dad.
It's Del
Right,
Il
Duce.
Duce, right?
Il Duce, that's right. Il Duce,
named after Mussolini.
Yeah.
Right.
That's an interesting
But
choice.
there's so many homophonic puns in here. I was pretty sure he meant the other. So yeah.
It was. Look, he was fine. I liked when he would narrate.
Yeah.
I thought that
he opens it
built
up.
stuff up. And there is a part of me that was like, well, just roll into a sequel with you three doing this, and let's go.
Right.
Let's
And they
really go
did.
crazy. Well, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, the movie didn't really hit wide or rental release until 5 years after Columbine or something.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
exactly. And
by the time
that's
you
when it
find the
picked up
momentum,
steam.
yeah,
It was
by the
like
time
a
you found the momentum-
Blockbuster exclusive for a while. You
It
could
was.
only rent it
It
at
was,
Blockbuster. Yeah.
It's interesting in the sequel, Billy Connolly's character is referred to as Da, like dad.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
He's not El Duce in that
Da.
at all, which is interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want one more thing about this movie being about vigilantism, because it is, but it doesn't want to be. It wants to be cool. It's way more interested in you feeling what they're feeling when you lose a finger and all of the pain of recovering from being shot and so forth. That's what this movie wants you to think about, but you can't help but think about vigilantism, especially the final scene, right? Which is a bunch of man on the street stuff.
Yeah.
And it should have been my favorite thing. I should have been at the theater in 1999 because I grew up reading vigilante stuff, right? My favorite early books were Power Man and Iron Fist, and then I moved on to Punisher and Daredevil, and I'm just naming all the Defenders, but that's what the Defenders are.
And then Jessica Jones. And then Electron.
Yeah.
Much later, they decide the Daily Bugle has people writing this thing called The Pulse, and one of those writers is Jessica Jones, and she's trying to figure out who Luke Cage is, and all of those people are they're so steeped in the distinction between what the people want and what the people get in terms of justice.
Yeah.
And I love that so much. But this movie doesn't give it to me. This movie is busy with, again, Willem Dafoe dancing in the street and finding a finger.
Visually,
finding a
you
finger
gotta
and then-
admit.
And there's no challenge to it either, right? They seem to know exactly where clusters of mafia guys are going to be at any given time, instead of having to do any legwork and track them down and follow and learn their patterns and that sort of thing. Oh, there's a guy. We found one of the guys. Let's see if we can follow him to where there might be more of them. It's like, hey, I just got a flyer that all the mafia guys are playing poker in this guy's basement. And
Well, I mean, Rocco was an inside man, right? He knew everything. And we're supposed to think, we're supposed to be constantly questioning a bunch of things. This movie wants to make you think, but it doesn't really. But it wants you to make you think, they seem awful lucky, and maybe there's divine intervention going on here. They're
I mean,
being
it is what told them, quote unquote, to follow this calling.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they
So are they
imply
saints?
that they are.
Yeah.
They think in their
the
own heads
community.
they are.
Yeah, because the community is amplifying that, right? The news is also amplifying that. And
Yeah, they're
talk
up
about
their
that
own
too.
butts on this. They think
Yeah,
that they're
yeah.
special. They think that they have a mission. They think it's sent from God Himself. And now they're acting on it.
This even talks a little bit, just briefly, if you listen to the dialogue Willem Dafoe is delivering while he's talking to the press, and how they're amplifying and making things worse, and how the community member is not talking is also impeding. So it's all of these things that are statements that want to make you think, but there's just not time because there's just this crazy stuff going on the screen, like Willem Dafoe dancing around with a CD Walkman, and why does he have one pair of rubber gloves and that leather pouch thing?
And how often is he going to send Klinger or whatever his guy's name was off to get coffee and bagels or whatever?
I actually like that. I actually like that they set up what Willem Dafoe's character was by sending in Timu first. And and he's just, was it Bob Marley? Is that who's playing that character?
I think it is. Yes,
not that Bob Marley. This Bob Marley.
Not that Bob Marley. But I do like how he's described as a mildly competent police officer or something like that. It's right. Yeah.
So your big man theory, huh? I liked all of that. That really.
Yeah. I'd like to know how Bob Marley got this gig, because like other than this, he just
Nothing.
Very small time actor.
He did a good job though.
Well, when Ron Jeremy's in your thing, which we haven't talked about much.
You just said when Ron Jeremy's in your thing.
When he's in your thing.
All right.
Well, let's face it, Ron Jeremy's most known for being on his own thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he did that here. Like he was fiddling around and while the attack on the place was happening. But I don't besmirch someone saying, "Hey, Ron Jeremy's perfect for a disgusting porno man that we need."
Yeah.
Of course that's who you'd call, and he's of
probably
course willing.
real cheap.
Oh, very cheap.
Was this our first? I don't think this was his first attempt to trying to break over into the mainstream, right? That was
no. His entire career, he gets hired for like $500 to be on a set for 2 days.
Right.
And like this has been going on since the 80s. He's really hard to look up on IMDb. Because IMDb lists pornographic film.
Every time
it's like a needle in the haystack trying to find something that's not. Yeah.
Every time somebody sticks it in there, they go, "No, take it down, take it down."
Yeah, take it down.
Yeah. The amount of Purell that you would need on a film set if you I don't know, it's like I don't have to touch Ron Jeremy at all, right?
I don't want to go near him.
Let's talk about what grossed Scott out the most. I was expecting any time now for him to what there was it was a licking moment.
It's massive tongue kissing with freaking Willem Dafoe. That's it.
Willem Dafoe. Okay, all right.
You know what prior to that though, you know what I wrote down? It's Willem Dafoe touching the ammonia on the post and then sticking his two fingers right in that woman's face.
You know what? We get a yuck and a gross.
Yuck.
Gross.
Well, those are both fitting in this week.
There's just like everything in this movie. Like you're gonna be grossed out by a severed human finger being stuck in your pocket. Like if you actually picked it up and stuck in your pocket, you would be so grossed out. But like that happens over and over, that kind of thing, and it's like Troy Duffy was just sitting around brainstorming, just like getting high and brainstorming. What is the gross things we got to depict, right? Like we got to depict using a freaking iron to cauterize wounds. Yeah. I don't know why. Right. Yeah. Why would they do that?
Yeah, all three of them taking turns, man.
Right.
Also, I don't think who was in here? My wife or somebody was here while I was watching it. Oh, no, it was Carter. Yeah. She goes, "What's this?" I go, "Oh, we're watching Boondock." She goes, and it was that exact scene. And she goes, "I don't think irons get hot enough to do that. I think it'll burn you, but you're not going to cauterize your wounds."
All you're going to do is make the wound worse.
Yeah.
Right. Really good point. But it was the fun little scene, though, right? I mean,
it's stupid. It's fun. I don't know about fun.
Yeah,
I
think it's fun because it's like, look at these morons just stumbling through just luck after luck. It's got to be divine intervention, right? That these guys
the dangling down the rope and spinning around like falling through. But it's the whole like we're fighting up in the air vents,
in the rafters,
in the rafters. It's like, okay, come on, guys.
Hey, we should have known what we were in for the minute he pulled that toilet up and threw it off a roof. You know what I mean?
That was pretty effective.
You know what?
It was a great effect, except that toilet looked like it was made. I mean, it definitely was made out of styrofoam when it finally hit the guy and shattered. Right. But the pieces look so thin. I'm like trying to figure out. All right, is that like candy shell? What is that made from? Because that is not porcelain.
I mean, what works is you're like, he cares about that brotherly connection is so important that he will do anything, including shredding his wrist trying to get that toilet up. But it's too hard for me.
Jumping,
it's just too hard for me to have him do that. And me go, yeah, but you're carrying a toilet up to the roof, and now you're on the roof. And did you even get your hands free of the toilet? I don't
was
know. It doesn't
entertained.
matter. Throw it. Well, I was entertained, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't.
Right.
I couldn't take that seriously. So it's
Well,
like-
of course not. You're not supposed to take that seriously.
I
It's
think you're
ridiculous.
supposed to. I think they meant that to be very serious.
I love that they kept kind of doing. They did it. They did it just enough to kind of explain the scenes, and mostly it was like exactly what's happening. But every once in a while, you get something that was a little bit different. Like there's a shot when they're first describing the shootout with Billy Connolly's character, and they describe like 6 men.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of firefighting
Right.
that he does. But it's just the one guy.
yeah.
Well, it's
And,
because they found 6 different bullet.
Yeah, because he's just pulling out guns. He's not reloading.
Right.
He's just got more guns. Doo,
Right.
doo, doo.
But it's funny they go right from I think it was 6 guys to nope, I think it was 1 guy with 6 guns. Never what about 3 guys with 2 guns? That seems likely. Like that.
We
that
already done that
it would
one.
have been
2 guys with.
Yeah. Why'd they skip right over that? That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't
can
think of
see
that.
3 guys with 2 guns each.
They already did
Perfect.
that
Yeah.
I don't know,
But,
man.
but by the way,
got a
I mean,
real
dropping,
cowboy.
before we get too far away from it, I think dropping a toilet on somebody's head from the 4th floor would freaking brain them. Like,
Oh, they'd be
there
done.
would,
Right,
it wouldn't
yeah,
just
that's-
knock them unconscious into a pile of trash. Like, there would be physical opening of the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm calling that my favorite scene in the movie because there's so many things in this movie where you get a sense of Troy Duffy celebrating that he thought up something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the 2 brothers dragging this heavy rope all the way over to a scene and then using it to kind of get down, but they don't use it perfectly. It's a very imperfect use of a rope. And like they're like mad at each other about the rope.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, you could just feel Troy Duffy going, yeah, I really thought of something unique, like new to movies.
People are going to talk about the rope scene for a long time. Says
You know what I
Sean
mean?
Duffy. Yeah,
Like,
no, I agree with you.
There are these things in this movie that are like that, and like I appreciate them. I think
Yeah.
it's entertaining.
I thought the rope part was fine because I liked that Regis was wrong. You know, like there's some fun to have there. But see, this is where I think my biggest beef with the movie is because it cuts away to Defoe reimagining these scenes. We're never really sure as an audience. It's a bit of a unreliable narrator to do that because you don't know if it happened just the way he's seeing it. Is the movie saying that implicitly, and that's how good he is, or is this a little bit made up, or he's filling in the gaps? We never really are told that, and that kind of sucks because because you don't ever really quite know what the hell's happening for sure. And what I think I would have preferred, as much as Defoe saves the movie, and he really does. Ibbott said it best. He
elevates.
he
it.
elevated the whole thing.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Made everything better.
Was it his
But
classical music that he brought on set? Was that
that might have been it. That was I
right?
saw that
Not
as well.
Troy Duffy's band who played some of the music? No, just
Oh, you could
Right.
tell when,
No.
but you could tell when Troy
Yes.
Duffy's band played.
Yep.
wait. The director was the Carpenter film. The director's making the music too. All
It was-
right.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
It's just that was not great, and it was the audio levels for when the band music was on was really bad. I don't know what
Yeah.
was going on there.
Huh. Yeah.
Because some of it, there's a couple of like action scenes of some cool like electronica stuff that I thought was all right.
Yeah.
But then this band stuff would play, and I'm like, why is the volume set at 3? And otherwise it's silent, and Rocco's walking around in silence with barely, it sounds like a radio 4 miles away. Like it was very odd choices. But anyway, back to I forgot my point. What was my point?
Well, how about I talk about Rocco's boob touching and trying to be a saint?
Well, it's his
at the
modern
same time?
life.
That was great.
Get it?
Yeah, modern life, baby.
Yeah, Rocco's
modern
Modern
life.
Yeah. I love that cartoon.
Was it
yeah,
about the boob
it's
thing?
unfortunate. This is what they're exactly 3 women in the movie. Basically, one of them gets knocked unconscious and gets her boob touched. The other
Yeah.
one gets
Let's talk about
Defoe's
the
fingers
best.
shoved in her face.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dot Marie Jones, who is a great character actress, and I was so glad to see her here arguing with the brothers at the loose meat plant.
Oh, she is great, dude.
doing
I
the-
like her.
doing
She
the
is
rule
great.
of-
Yes, the
rule
third
of
one.
thumb.
Yes.
I loved that whole scene. That
There's
was
got to
great.
be Randy. We have to have had her on before, right? We have a list.
She's
of,
been in so much stuff. Dot Marie
So-
Jones. She's been in
She's
everything.
great. Is that
This is actually our first Dot Marie Jones on FilmSack.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I'm shocked
I was-
by that, actually.
yeah.
You know, she was in many episodes of Glee, and all of her film
tons of TV.
performances seem to be kind of small.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's because she's fun to watch. She's like she'll come on and just eat the scenery and then
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
she was Mama Bear in the Weird Al Yankovic movie a couple years ago. She's just a very unusual person. Doesn't get major roles.
Yeah, she doesn't get enough
Right,
credit. I think she's awesome. She made
Maybe
me
somebody
laugh.
looks like they could come on set and tear the arms off any of the actors. She's your go-to,
Totally,
man.
yes.
Yeah,
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Love it.
100%. She's great. That whole first bit in the meatpacking thing, it felt like it
Yeah.
was underdone, and I liked it. I wanted more of that.
All that meat was underdone, Scott. It was all wrong.
I mean, like, you know,
Yeah,
give me some
They're
story.
beating each other with beef tongue.
Give me some meaningful backstory about these personalities and what
Right.
shaped them. And instead,
Well,
it was like,
that was the entire scene. The whole scene was to tell you these brothers are loved by their coworkers. They're loved by their community. They can get away with anything, right?
Yeah,
like that was it was all packed into this one little 2-minute scene.
which is
That-
precisely
Manus
my
brothers.
beef. Is it precisely my beef?
See, I feel like
Bad
that's
beef.
really good. I feel it's great when you pack in so much backstory and characterization.
Yeah,
so
if it
quickly.
works, I just think that
In a single
I've
scene.
seen movies that do this better. That's all.
Yeah.
Of course.
I liked it though. I liked the silliness of it. Yeah, I mean, because that kind of crap goes on. I mean, people.
There were
you know
moments
what?
I was entertained, but there were times
Yeah.
like this is my second viewing, but I'm calling it my first because the first time I watched it, I was sick, laying on the couch, taking the day off from doing any work.
I
And
guess I'll watch this crap.
I remember the meat packing scene, and that's all I remember. So obviously, I fell asleep through the whole thing and completely.
Well, you
missed
fell
it.
asleep
So,
real early on. then, didn't you?
Really
It's like
early on, yeah.
Sick nap.
like the cat thing was a surprise. Like everything was a surprise
Yeah.
because I'd slept through it all.
Oh, yeah,
this
I
is
saw that movie. I
Technically, my
totally-
first watching.
Yeah, I totally saw that movie. The first 15.
Saw it on Netflix probably 07 or something, 08, early Netflix. And I barely remembered any of it. So it was actually good for me to see it again.
Who was the stuttering Tourette's bartender?
The doctor?
That was
Oh,
the
you know what he
doctor?
Who's
is?
the actor?
I'll
Who's
tell
the
you.
actor,
I'll tell
though?
you who he is right here. He's your kitty in the sink, dude.
Getting the sink. Yeah.
Because he was cracking me up. He's the only F-bomb I'm playing today
Yeah.
when we get there.
Don't I know him from something though? I couldn't find him in the cast, but I'm like, I was racking my brain. I'm like, I know this guy from something.
I thought he was.
I do love his mixed metaphors, though. God, so funny.
Yeah, he cracked me up. More of him, please. And again, he was barely in it.
That and his
Yeah.
Tourette's combined with his stuttering
Yes,
was amazing. He
Yeah.
played that.
He was
a
great.
Star
Yeah.
in this film.
Yeah,
Is what he was.
And also, why don't you go back to him? Get more of him. He didn't die.
Yeah.
You could have had more.
Right. Maybe he's in the sequel. Who knows?
He could
Yeah.
be.
I'm not going
Is
to
it
find out.
Nope.
Gerard Parks? Is that?
Let's
is that
rewatch
who it was?
I don't know. Is that who that is?
Yes.
I-
That's
yeah, is it?
Gerard
Okay.
Parks.
Okay. Do we know him from anything?
In many things. So apparently, I probably know him from Muppet stuff. He's been in a bunch of Muppet stuff. A Muppet Family Christmas.
Really?
Muppet stuff
Oh,
sounds
trapped-
like something that Ron
trapped in-
Jeremy might have tried at one point.
into it. Yeah.
Trapped in Paradise. This is why this guy was so familiar. I knew him. Storm the Century. Yeah, I've seen this guy plenty of times before. I was
Gerald
wondering-
Parks.
I knew he was so familiar.
No longer with us. Died at
Okay,
age
Gerard.
90. Yeah. Gerard.
Gerard Parks.
Gerard.
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of puppet stuff. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's ripe old age of 90. Well
entertained
done.
me.
Did it.
Yeah.
I wonder if in his bed he went F ass. Isn't that I may or may not be playing that later. But,
Yeah, that's-
let's see what else there. Oh, I have some scrutiny. Let's see. Can I find it? Here we go. This is the part is real. First part's real. The second part's scrutiny. So here we go. Scrutiny. It says here in the trivia, the prayer the brothers say before killing their victims is not in the Bible. We knew that. That's well documented.
It's a family.
But here's what it says. It's something Troy Duffy wrote for the film, and then it says his dad helped.
That's great.
That's just a weird. That's a
That's so
weird
weird.
thing.
No, that's actually good because that means probably Billy Connolly's character was probably kind of inspiration for maybe the dad in some ways, not like a direct.
I'm saying
inspiration,
I
but-
don't know that his dad helped him do shit. Like
yeah.
the scrutiny isn't if that's a good thing. The scrutiny is if that really happened.
The trivia should also end with and was inspired by Samuel L. Jackson giving a Bible quote before he shoots people. in
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
very good point. I forgot. I didn't even think of
I
that.
like a good religious murderer killer. I like that.
Oh, I'm into it too.
Sure,
Like
yeah,
I like religious veracity when it comes to these
Yeah.
stories. I don't like it in real life. It freaking sucks ass in real
Oh
life.
no, it sucks in
course.
real life. It makes an interesting character, but no, real life it sucks.
Yeah, it's the same reason I really like space religion in my science fiction. I love a good space religion. Where they're like, Lord Zontar, the fifth son says, or whatever.
Expanse was really good with that.
Oh, yeah, that one was great because it brought current stuff to, fictional stuff. That was great. I love that.
Do you remember that Godzilla animated thing they did on Netflix? I really loved the religious
I didn't see it. Was it,
yeah,
I kind of remember it. It was CG, right? Like a CG thing?
It was presented like a 2D, but I believe it was, most of the stuff is done in.
So it was maybe like 2D anime
software.
characters with 3D Godzilla. I remember being like kind of interested, and then I thought,
visually
I don't know.
Beautiful. I loved the kind of religious space religion kind of thing like you were talking about that was in it.
Yeah, I'm into it, dude. I mean, it's basically the whole of Dune. The Dune books is just fanaticism and on a galactic scale. I freaking love that. Huge fan. So yeah, when it's used right, it's great. No problem. And also, okay, I'll tell you where it's used right. Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, nails it.
Yeah,
he nails it. He's up there preaching scripture like it's coming from his soul.
Yeah.
Yes,
but he's doing the worst things possible and shouldn't be a hitman if he's really a man of the cloth. It's just perfect juxtaposition, written so well, acted so exquisitely. These guys are over here just trying to wing it.
Yeah, maybe that's might be a part
Catholic
of
boys though.
Right? But they're obviously they are dealing with people who are horrible, mafia guys who've killed and need to be cleaned up the streets and all that sort of thing. But at least with Samuel L. Jackson's strike you down with righteous fury, it feels like there's a I don't want to do this, but I have to do it kind of thing with Jackson.
I'm channeling
and I
the
don't
wrath
get
of
that.
God.
Yeah,
and I don't get that with the twins here. And maybe that's what you could do in the TV series, Boondock Saints, the TV series, to make it a little bit more. Or you have one of the brothers secretly working with the William Dafoe character to try and bring his twin brother in safely.
Right.
And
so if a Pulp Fiction series went to HBO, a prestige name like HBO.
Pulp Fiction or you mean
Pulp
Boondock
Fiction.
Saints?
But if Boondock Saints, so I'm just in this scenario.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Where does
Yes.
Boondock Saints go? Is it a Peacock deal? Is it a Tubi? All right. You know what?
Tubi.
That's exactly right.
That hurts. Man.
That is exactly right.
Ouch.
Freebie went away, right? Is Freebie gone? I think so.
Freebie's part of
That's
Prime
Amazon.
now, I think.
Yeah, Amazon started it and then changed the name, and I don't know what they were doing.
Which is good because it was a terrible name.
It was a terrible name.
Freebie, yeah. Although, man, I watched some Tubi stuff this week. I rewatched The Revenant on Tubi. I love The Revenant, and it seems like a weird movie to love, but whatever, I love it.
Yeah.
And man, Tubi has so much variety of stuff. Schlocky stuff, animation, old stuff, new stuff. It's one of the best streaming catalogs, period. But they make me do commercials on a TV or something. I will only watch it on a browser so I can block it. Please let me. It's the one time I'm asking a streaming service to charge me money so I don't have your ads. And they won't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Dumbasses. Hate it. Anyway.
But do you
I wish it was a pay-per-view ad removal. Like if they said 99 cents for this viewing, remove ads, I'd pay it every time.
That's interesting. Would you do that? I guess it depends on how much you're doing it, right? That makes sense if you're not. Like you either want a buffet or you want a plate, right? And you're saying, I don't want the buffet, I'll have the plate. I think there's logic in that. I like that. I don't know why I said, I don't know why I did that. Speaking of that noise, why is there so much yelling in this movie? It sure relies on it. Too much.
So much. And yelling from out of nowhere. Like it's, usually things escalate, but you come in 0 to 60 immediately, especially Defoe's characters. He's going through the crime scenes. He just starts yelling for no reason.
Yeah, I want you to know my original poem for our social media post was a haiku about how they yell.
I yell at you.
I'm going with something different, but I was originally just like, man, these guys yell a lot. It feels like a haiku. Like you could write poetry about how much yelling is going on.
Yeah.
So much yelling in this thing. Gosh dang it. Don't rely on yelling so much.
No, it's like trying to bring this false sense of energy. This just not really doesn't exist.
Well,
I don't like it.
Willem Dafoe has made a career of angry acting. He's just like
he's very good at it.
Does. Like he's the perfect Green Goblin because he has that ability to like yell at a mid volume.
That next year from this, by the way, I think so, right? Or no, that was 01.
Right.
It's a couple years, but yeah, he was bad.
Willem's got that. You could just look at Willem Dafoe and go, "This guy's going to yell." You can just see his face and like, oh, "This guy's going to be loud."
Yeah, but he's really good at it.
Well, that's right because he's equipped for it,
And he's also aging into somehow the ugliest man in Hollywood is aging like a fine wine. And I don't know how he did it or is doing it. And he's so good. He's so popular now. Like you could argue Willem Dafoe is at the height of his career in his 60 or almost 70. Or he is 70. Sorry, he just turned 70. Yeah.
He's so good at patronizing you. It just feels wonderful. It's like, oh yes, please patronize me next, please. I love it when you do that. He's good at that.
He's very good at it. And I'm glad he was in this. I think this is a way harder watch without him in it. So he at least entertained me, For
sure.
Go ahead.
I was now just talking about some of the other actors real quick, like Billy Connolly. I didn't.
They didn't give him a lot.
I wish I had more of him, and I could have totally done without the birdcage roll him in on a dolly scene for the parole. I didn't. I didn't need that.
Oh,
like when they had him in that little bird cage and they rolled him in on a dolly. And
that's because there's no answer to it. There's no good follow up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just that scene exists in a little bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, you're not wrong. They're channeling a better movie. They're saying, "Hey, remember Hannibal Lecter and how dangerous he was, and how we had to keep him in chains and shackles and face masks, and well, here's one of those dudes." And it's like
that would have been perfect in a pure comedy, but this is not supposed to be pure comedy. This has comedic moments, but
the parts that made me smile, I never really laughed, but the parts that made me smile were the brothers' interactions. I thought they were pretty funny together.
Yeah.
And then some Defoe things. And that was about it.
Yeah.
So,
Did you laugh at the Ivan and or the Chekhov joke in the bar? Did you like that?
remind me, I forgot. Did I forget it? I probably forgot.
Now we just need a Spock. We got Chekhov and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hey, a little Star Trek connection that isn't really a connection, but I like it. Randy, put that on your list.
Put that on your.
It's funnier now you bring it up than it was at the time.
Yeah, the actual time.
Yeah, good point. You know what?
Right.
For those who are going to write in and say, "I can't believe you guys didn't like my favorite movie,"
I liked it just fine.
It's
Before
fine.
you write that, I liked it just fine.
To them, I say more for you. You can have my share.
Yeah,
less for
Yes.
you.
yeah. I heard
You can have my portion.
I had this great. I just saw this interview this morning, and I sent it to Ibit, and then as soon as I did, for some reason the account deleted it. But I'll tell you what it was because it's related to this. It was about Hudson Hawk, but it was the actor. Oh, great actor! He's in a million things. He's won Oscars. Now I can't think of his British actor.
Richard Grant.
Richard Grant, thank you.
Richard E. Grant.
nice.
Richard E. Grant is talking, and they asked him, and he says, "Well, some time ago, many years ago, I was doing a real disaster of a film called Hudson Hawk," and I went, "Well, that's fighting words. You can't say that about Brian."
No,
Emmett,
he's I mean, he's right. I mean, I'm never am I going to defend that that's a good movie, but it's a movie I like. There's a big difference, and so it's for people, like people who love Boondock Saints. Maybe they feel the same way. It's not a great movie, but it's a movie I like.
yeah, and that's okay.
And more for you. I'll take your Hudson Hawk
Portion,
portion, and you can have my Boondock Saints portion.
I had a guy message me this week. I don't know if he'll hear this or not because he sounded iffy on whether he's listening to FilmSack anymore, but he basically was raving about the network and going, "Oh, I love all the Frog Pants shows and TMS this and Play Retro that and all this stuff." And he goes, "FilmSack, though, I think has lost its way, but everything's great." And I wrote to him, I said, "I am very curious what you mean by lost its way."
Yeah.
And all he meant was, he was an older guy, all he meant was none of the movies that we watch seem to be movies he's seen or cares about.
Okay.
And I think that's an interesting take because he didn't really mean we lost our way because honestly, we started with Kroll. There are a lot of people who could give two shits about Kroll, trust me. I think it's just important to note that we are sometimes going to hit a film and it'll be your favorite or you can't wait or, I can't believe it's been this long and you haven't done it. And then there are going to be people going, Boondock who?
Right.
I don't know what that is.
What movies did he want us to do for FilmSack? Like Oscar, The English Patient, and
I don't know. It was a very strange conversation. And again,
way,
no beef. It's just weird.
And before we go too far away from it, by the way, Richard E. Grant was also in Spice World. So there you go. So
maybe he needs to be a little pickier about his roles.
maybe he's the greatness that elevates those two things to why I like them.
I just watched that Nuremberg, the new one with Russell Crowe and stuff.
Yeah,
It's awesome,
stuff.
by the way. Very cool.
Cool.
It's got some liberties that it's taken, but for the most part, quite good. The acting is incredible, and Richard E. Grant plays a very important part in it, and he is so good in it. I would
great.
recommend
Yeah,
that movie on Russell Crowe's performance alone. That surprised me because he's playing German Chancellor Hermann Goering. How you say his last name? Goering.
I
Thank you.
rarely have a film with Russell Crowe that I don't want to watch.
I kind of feel the same, dude. I think we get too wrapped up in, he's Gladiator and he was pissed and threw a phone at someone once and, all these problems or whatever. But I feel like I never get a phoned in thing from him. Yeah. He's always great. Except for that reverse cheeseburger thing we saw here. That was great.
I always forget that was him.
What was that
Crow's something man?
Something man.
Something man.
Was he a fire?
It was him and Denzel, and it was set in the future, and he could try time travel or something, or teleport or some weird thing he could do.
The more you describe it, the less I'm convinced I actually watch.
It's like
the
90
film that you're discussing.
95 or early stuff.
All right,
like,
I'm going to type. I'm going to type.
Virtuosity?
Virtuosity, right?
Virtuosity Man is what it was called.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah.
Was there a man in it? There's no man.
No.
Virtuosity Man. I think that's what was confusing me because the more Scott was describing it, I'm like, I don't know this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that, and that's where it first
That's where I
said
got the reverse cheeseburger. Yep.
Yeah, that one really stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, like whatever. Russell Crowe's great. Everyone should watch him and everything. Okay, let's move now. Let us move. Except Kraven the Hunter. That was poopy. That was not a good movie.
Yeah.
How dare you?
It wasn't his fault, but
No.
none of the people in that movie are a problem. They're all great.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor
Aaron
Johnson,
Taylor,
Joy.
Michael.
Isn't the running theory the reason why we keep getting crappy stuff like that is because it's part of the Spider-Man universe, and if they don't
do something with it, they lose it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that is the deal, right?
theory.
Sony has I don't think it's a theory. I think it's true. They have to do it. Or
Yeah.
they
I think
lose
it's part of that, and I think Sony really thinks, well, this time, I think with Madam Web, we're really going to nail it.
Yeah,
Right.
And
Yeah.
sometimes they
part
get
of
it.
it's like-
Sometimes they get it right. The Venoms aren't that bad. They're pretty good.
They're okay.
The
Into the
Spider-Man,
Spider-Verse
obviously.
is-
Those are
that's
incredible.
so good.
They're
right?
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, those. You know what? Just make more of that shit.
Those are good in spite of Sony's involvement.
And they're the production house team studio, whatever, for the new noir thing happening on Prime. And
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Are you going to watch it in black and white or color?
oh shit, there's an option.
Yes.
Oh, crap on a stick.
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. I kind of want to.
I think I'm going to watch it in black and white.
I think I might
have
too.
to.
Yeah. What are we even doing if it's not in black and white?
Right.
I do have a fun little trivia question for you guys. It's just a quick
cool.
little game.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna name 6 movies.
Do it.
Okay.
And I want you to know one of them has 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the worst of the 6.
Okay.
And one of them has 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it is the best of the 6.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. So now, and then I'm gonna give them to you in order.
Do you want us? I was going to say, do you want us to like put them in the order that we think they
Nope.
are on Rotten Tomatoes?
Nope. I
Just
just
tell
want
you the
you to-
10%er.
I want you to guess one or the other. I think this one is the lowest. I think this one is the highest. Here are the
Okay.
6 movies: Venom,
Okay.
Venom: Let There Be Carnage, Morbius, Madam Web, Venom: The Last Dance, Kraven the Hunter.
Craven's the lowest. No. Madam Web's the lowest.
Madam Web is the lowest. The third Venom is the highest. Last was the third one?
Once again,
I'll bet
it's-
Venom 1 is the highest.
It's Venom 1,
Yeah.
Venom: Let There Be Carnage,
Yeah.
Morbius, Madam Web, Venom: The Last Dance, Kraven the Hunter.
Oh,
I'm
Morbius.
going to say
The Last Dance is number one.
I'm going to say that too. Last Dance is the highest. Madam Web is the lowest.
I'm going to say first Venom highest, Madam Web lowest.
Okay, so my first question, you all got the lowest correct, and I would like to know how.
Well, because that's a shit movie.
I've seen it.
I know.
I think out of all of us, I think I might be the only one too, right?
I just like to know how you distinguish it as being lower than Morbius and Craven. That's
hard.
my question.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about whether you liked it more or less. It's about what we think the
my
world
father studied, or my mother studied spiders in whatever that line was that
gosh, dude.
repeated all over the place. Yeah.
Terrible.
Morbius, I personally think Morbius is worse than Madam Web, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So then the top of those, the 58%, is Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, the middle Venom. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I think it's Tom Hardy is the reason.
I think
I
it could
think so.
be.
Are all
Hardy's
three
absolutely
Venoms
killing
the
it.
top three rated in your list?
Yes,
Okay.
all
Yeah,
three
that
Venoms.
makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I thought the third one was so much better than the first two. I thought, oh, wow, okay. If they had done this from the start, I'd be excited about more Venom movies once I saw
Yeah.
the third one.
Yeah.
You know how I always talk about Tom Hardy in 2015, specifically for a movie he's
Yeah.
in.
Well,
Yeah.
what was he in?
I always forget because I just watched
don't.
it. I always forget. Yeah, I'm not going there. I always forget that the same year, and it won him an Oscar nomination. It was The Revenant, and he's so freaking
Oh,
good in that.
wow.
That's right.
Holy shit, he's good. You want to kill him in it, but he's so good.
That means he's doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And never forget, Tom Hardy wrote Venom: The Last Dance.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that at all.
What was that one where he's his own twin brother? What was that one?
Oh, twins. No.
I keep wanting to watch that one too. I've been meaning
It's
to go back
great.
and
It's
watch
very
that one.
good.
Oh, it was a recent series, right?
Legend.
Not a movie.
Yeah, I was thinking
No,
about
that's,
while
that's Mobland.
Mobland is
I
what
was-
I'm thinking of. Okay.
Mobland's awesome.
I was thinking about
man.
while I was watching this one. I was like, oh, you know who really looks like themselves?
Himself, yeah. No, that movie as a whole isn't that great, but he's
Right.
he's incredible as both those dudes. I'd put it up there with like how good.
He does pretty good playing himself.
Michael B.
and
Jordan
talking
is.
to himself.
Yeah, he's good.
Venom.
Let's get to some clips, guys. We got a handful here. There's not a ton because it's just a lot of yelling, but I did get what I got, and we'll see how it goes here. Let's start with this one. It's Norman Reedus and his accent.
I knew you two pricks would give me problems. Come on, it's St. Patty's Day. It's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun. This is the best I'm going to get for the rest of this movie.
Those kids are trying to take me Lucky Charms.
It's very much that. All right, let's see. What's this one? Oh, we'll make you go.
If you won't go, we will make you go.
Viville.
Thanks,
They'll
Ivan.
make you go.
That was not a very good Russian accent either. This is how Defoe orders his coffee.
Why don't you get me a cup of coffee?
Who the hell is it?
Cafe latte.
What the
Twist
fuck?
of lemon. Sweet and low.
Sweet and low.
Just a lemon.
Sweet love.
Sweet and low. Yeah, I always forget how his S's are real prominent.
Yeah.
A lot of sweet and low. I got another one of those. Actually, this one right here.
Onion bagel. Cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Chase. I love that one.
All right, I'm leaving in this F-bomb. Anyone out there listening, close your kids' ears or whatever. It's a short one. It's the Tourette's one. For some reason, that helps me justify it. I don't know why. But anyway, here it is.
Right. Fuck!
I loved him.
Yeah. The Tourette's.
That's just one of the 246 F-bombs you'll hear in the movie.
Oh, jeez.
There's
Yeah.
a lot. Here's I like this Pud pulling Sissy's line's pretty good. Here you go.
I'd like to thank whichever one of you donut munching barrel-assed pud-pulling sissies leaked this to the press.
Good Lord.
I haven't heard pud pulling in so long.
No, it's great.
Yep.
We're bringing puds back.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
You can't have a police station without someone yelling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, and
Talked
lots
about
of
that recently.
Lots
Yeah.
of paperwork and typewriters in the background.
Yeah, and a ringing phone that nobody answers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the stereotype is real, man. Here's Defoe again saying it'd be okay if your mom's all right with it. Here you go.
Well, we'll have to check with your mom. But it's okay with me if your friends sleep over.
Wait, he just delivers that line. It's so
You know what?
creepy, but so perfect. I love
It's
it.
crazy. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't get anybody on Saturday Night Live trying to impersonate Willem Dafoe. Is he just unimpersonatable?
Oh, really good question. Does anyone somebody check on that guy that does all the really good impressions? Maybe he's got one.
Like Bill Hader.
The Caliendo guy.
Frank Caliendo.
There's nobody
yeah,
he can't do, but I've never heard him do that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's one of those voices that you can't freaking replicate
It
him.
must be hard. Yeah, exactly.
I can't do it. I'm trying to
No,
think.
no.
Not that that's a litmus test of any kind, but it's like
Scud can't do it.
can you ask your mother? See, I just can't do it.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, give it here, package boy.
Give it here, package boy.
I like that. I don't know what that was. It was a cop or something.
No, that was the mob guy, right? Was that Ron Jeremy? It's when he showed up with the packages.
Let me
right?
play it again.
Give it here, package boy.
I don't think
Yeah,
it was.
that's when
I think
Rocco-
it was
that's when Rocco showed up.
Was it okay? Yeah, I don't know if that was. I don't think I got Ron talking.
He looks like a cop, but he's not a cop. He's the mob boss. He's the
Right.
Italian mob boss, right?
No, he's the one with the big accent, right? Oh, it's because the guy got it's his sandwich is in there.
Yeah.
All right, and now this is him though.
Bastardo!
Bastardo.
But when he gets mad though, he gets very Italian.
I swear there's a different.
Give it here, package boy.
That's a different guy. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
There were like 4 guys in that room, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Here's a great shit. It came from Greenlee, the guy that had to go get coffee all the time. And this is a new
Bob
keeper.
Marley.
Check this out.
Shit.
Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Marley. That's right. All right, you guys heard this. I'll play it again.
Kind of makes me feel like river dancing.
Yeah.
The way he delivers that is just beautiful.
It's kind of a rude remark toward the Irish, isn't it? A little bit there.
River dancing was huge at the moment.
Yeah,
all
but
wanted
we
to
made
get in
fun
on
of
that.
it, right? We made fun of it.
Oh, I didn't. I was ready to get in on it. I'm like, ooh, how do they do that? I want a river dance.
I would pay money to see you river dance.
But I'd have to have a lot of practice, and I just don't have that kind of time.
Well, you've
But
got
I
till
would
June.
love to.
Yeah, you have till June 11th,
I have till June.
2026.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I was just thinking, I don't have anything to do between now and June. I'm just gonna river dance my way to a better life.
Yeah, get that going.
Might not even need a plane ticket. Just river dance your way across the USA.
You would make headlines. You would have you'd go viral. People would follow you. You'd make a big bunch of money. You should do
It'd be
it.
good for your health.
Yeah,
I'd break my leg going out the front steps. It'd never work out.
you wouldn't even make it out to the porch.
No.
That sounds like me. All right. Here's Defoe eating up some scenes.
What is the symbolism there?
It's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a 7. What?
Oh, like 7-Eleven. We're like a 7-Eleven. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I wrote this is Daryl saying this, or sorry,
Dixon.
Daryl Dixon says this.
We're sort of like 7-Eleven. We're not always doing business, but we're always open.
Yeah.
He thinks the shortcut to an Irish accent is sing-song, and he's wrong.
Yeah.
He's wrong.
Yeah.
And he's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good. I love his look though. And by the way, who's the big star today from this thing? He is.
Yeah.
He's your biggest star outside of
Yeah.
Defoe. So like,
Yeah.
I can't knock him. I think he's great, actually.
Well, Ron Jeremy in certain circles.
What kind of circles?
Jerks.
Here's the thing.
The circle that Ron Jeremy makes when he's.
Is Ron Jeremy currently in prison? I'm asking.
Okay.
I thought he
I don't know
was.
that.
Is this-
It's not a good idea to ask AI anything because it never gives you a
Tax
verified,
evasion? What's he in
definite
there
answer.
Usually,
No, when I asked it, it told me that Honora won the Oscar in 2024 and
Yeah.
2025.
it doesn't know.
Yeah, I tried quietly, maybe not so quietly, asking Google AI while you guys were talking about it, what episode of FilmSack includes reverse cheeseburger, and it was like stymied. It had no idea.
Oh yeah, no.
I do not know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
call me when it can get that shit right.
Just ask it what is the origin of the term reverse cheeseburger and see if it quotes FilmSack.
Oh, I would love it if it just hallucinated some bullshit that wasn't correct. Like,
Right? Yeah.
So the answer is Ron Jeremy has been out of the free world since June 2020.
Yeah.
And he was in jail for a part of the last 5 years. And as of late 2023, he was moved from anything like a jail to something like a private residence because of his severe dementia.
Yeah, his health is.
Oh wow.
Oh no, we know why he assaulted.
I don't know why.
He
Why
assaulted
do?
some women. He was terrible.
Okay. All right.
He was a terrible.
I don't know
guy.
why. It's not like I'm not like on the Ron Jeremy Google email alert list or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I shouldn't act like everybody knows, but it, basically, it was kind of a big news story. But it was like this test of people. Would their reaction be that? Well, of course he is. He's in porn. Nothing good happens in porn. And then a bunch of other people come in. Now, hold on a minute. I work in porn, and it's we're very respectful of the. And there was this whole argument about it. And I'm like, well, hey, maybe it was just one douchebag who we all happen to know who he is, but he just is a douche.
Well, and they made a point in his rape trial of finding counts to hold against him that happened entirely outside of any kind of filmmaking.
Yeah.
So it was all of the like 36 counts of rape that he was tried for were like at his residence or at someone else's residence, in private
Okay,
time.
so it was okay. So it was like a. I don't want to know too much about this. Why am I even?
Yeah, why are you asking? Why would you ask? Why
So
would
I'm
you
like,
ask?
because I was worried about that. Because on the set, I mean, there's lots of accusations, and I'm sure true accusations of drug use and getting individuals into these situations. And I was just curious if it was like a larger suit of the whole industry. But it sounds like he was actually.
No, but you're doing the natural
individual
thing.
dick.
Yeah, you're doing the natural thing that everybody did, which was
Yeah.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to talk about his job.
I
when
have
you talk about it.
questions.
Yeah,
right. I have questions.
Yeah.
I don't want to have questions, but I have them.
Yeah, we may not even want answers, but we got them.
Yeah.
Here's Rocco.
Rocco.
Oh, Rocco yelling what when his name was yelled? A lot of yelling again. Here you go. All right.
Yeah, I
cat
liked
ladies.
that. I liked that. I didn't like that guy, David Delarocco.
It was good
yeah.
that you didn't
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know why, but I just didn't like him, and that was like that put a smile on my face.
It was part of
Yeah.
it was a part of the role. It felt like you were supposed to, or maybe
Yeah.
we were supposed to like him. I don't know, dude. I didn't like him at all.
like when he's being held at gunpoint to tell a joke. I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, this guy's not very good at this whole acting thing. But it put a smile on my face because he was just like being held at gunpoint, and he was like shivering. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. He was whatever he is. He looks like Ron Jeremy's double stand-in
Times, yeah.
right now. Anyway, all right. What is this music?
Yeah.
That sounds like someone's stomach,
It's
dude.
I
music
like
from
that.
from the other movie that Willem Dafoe was in.
Yeah. Yes. It's that different.
I dug that.
Yeah.
I did not dig it.
Oh, you didn't? I
No.
loved it. So
So
unusual.
cheesy. All right, here's the great death of the week. Enjoy. All right. That's it. That's the death. I like the way that guy yelled. All right. Well done, everybody. Now this. Let's get to the social media post. The FilmSack checklist. Yeah, I'm so nervous about skipping it. I try to get it in
I
early.
know, because last week.
I do that sometimes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
wants to be Tarantino, but can't quite get there. Check. Wants to be Scorsese, but can't quite get there. Check. Daryl Dixon really wants to have an Irish accent, but can't quite get there. Check.
Check.
Star Trek and MCU connections. I know of a couple, but Randy, you've got the list.
Only one Star Trek, and it's a forthcoming appearance. The actor Joe Ping, who was Gino in this movie, is in Star Trek Section 31.
Oh, okay.
So since there's only one of those, let's do several from MCU. We got Carlo Rota, who was Iacovetta in this film, played Luca Russo in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We have Kevin Chapman, who played Chappie in this film. But there's a trend there, by the way, in this film. Kevin Chapman played Chappie, was in Marvel's The Punisher as Cusack. And then, of course, without a doubt, our two big ones, Norman Reedus, who was Murphy in this film, was in Blade 2. And
that's right.
we talked about him, I'm sure, when we sacked
Forgot
Blade
about
2.
that. Yeah.
Right? We sacked Blade 2?
We did.
We did Sack Blade
did.
too. Yeah.
Did we do? We didn't do any of the John Wick he's in, did we? Or no? We didn't. We haven't done any John Wicks. Okay. Never mind.
By far our biggest connection, Marvel or Star Trek, is Willem Dafoe. As Smecker in this film, he's really not that far off of Norman Osborn.
No, he really isn't. Yeah.
Kind of got a core character in him.
Maybe this
and
turned him into it's canon. This turned him into
There we go.
the goblin.
maybe.
But I'd have to make him rich first.
Got 4 credits for him as Norman Osborn, which feels like too many, but it's because they love to show flashbacks in Spider-Man movies.
That's true.
Right.
Plus, in the third one, he was he helped Spider-Man, right? Wasn't that the deal?
And the fourth,
Yeah.
and
Or fourth, was it?
Everybody was helping the Spider-Mans.
The last one
But
that-
then he twisted.
The third one with Holland. It was the fourth one with
Oh, I
What's his
see what
face?
you're saying.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah.
It was the first one with Maguire, wasn't it?
Well, he was in the first one with Maguire, but No Way Home is also with Maguire.
Shit.
It's the fourth one with Tobey Maguire. So
Yes.
Look what they've done to us. Look what they've done.
I know.
Yeah, he was
By the way-
exceptional in that, by the way. Exceptionally funny.
Yeah.
He's
Surprising.
a
By the
real funny
way,
guy.
Yeah.
That's Norman Reedus in Boondock Saints and Blade 2. We have seen him in a third film on FilmSack. Any guesses?
Oh, geez.
Oh.
The Horking Dead. No.
Does it involve a motorcycle? Because it seems like it probably have to.
He plays a pretty good tragic character lots of times. I'm trying to
I
think of-
cannot think of it.
I defy you to think of it. We sacked this movie 13 years ago.
Jeez.
13 years ago this week,
Why
we
you hurt my
sacked this
feelings?
Oh,
movie.
really? Wow.
What is it? I have no idea.
I get
I
it.
have no
movie,
Surrender.
The movie is Mimic. The
Oh, really?
Mimic, the
Naomi
Mira
Watts,
Sorvino.
Yeah,
Sorvino,
Del
that's
Toro movie. It's a
Makes sense.
Yeah, I like Mimic.
Mimic.
It's
and
also Mama Gonna Knock You Out, I think, is in it.
Norman
Steve
Reedus.
Rice or LL Cool J.
LL
yeah.
Cool J, I think.
Norman Reedus is the 11th named person in that movie. He's far below people like Charles S. Dutton and Giancarlo Giannini.
Well, I think this
Well, that
is, you're
was,
talking right around now, right?
Mid-90s, right?
Yeah.
Or was it
Because-
early 2000s?
I think it was even,
No, it was before Boondock Saints. Mimic was 97.
Yeah, so okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was 2010 is when that show started and things were about to turn for him.
For sure.
I don't know why I know that year. But
You know what? I would say Boondock Saints was his turn. It really established him.
well,
This movie.
but it took 5 years, and then another 3 he was on. Yeah, that's fair. The cult status kicked in by then, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember thinking he was cool when I first saw it, and I went, I don't like this movie, but I like this. Whoever this brother is kind of cool.
I like this kid. Who's this kid?
Yeah, there's something about him, and now we know. It's not an Irish accent, I can tell you that.
It sure isn't.
Well done. Awesome. Let's get to the soundtrack grade. I give it an AVMB for a very mixed bag.
Okay.
There are moments I really liked and I thought were perfect for the scene. And then there were times where I was like, what are you doing? It was probably the band. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Let's get to the social media post. In 280 characters or less is how long you've got to sum this thing up. Let's start this week with Randy Jordan.
The Boondock Saints. They really stuck their necks out on a limb. We'll burn that bridge when we get to him. Brothers get their ducks on the same page, like beating a dead horse to water with their rage.
Nice.
Well done.
good.
Very well done today. All your little weird extras today have been excellent.
Yeah, it's been excellent.
Brian Dunaway, be excellent.
The Boondock Saints, like what I assume every St. Patrick's Day is like in Boston. Hashtag, that's not how we wet dreams work.
Right?
Not at all.
You're right about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, Brian Ibbett.
The Boondock Saints. This made a lot of noise in it, a lot of yelling and a lot of screaming. This movie really shit the bed.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
I wasn't sure if that would cover if I. Oh no, it does. It takes
Yeah, it
out my
covers you out.
voice
Good
to.
job.
Yeah.
Oh, so you could have
Okay.
sworn.
I could have sworn this movie.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
that was good.
timing, too.
That
You
was-
got to be
yeah.
careful with it.
That was
You got
good.
to really get it
I know,
right.
Great-
but you need to
great
have some of the
power,
F's, so it's this
responsibility.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the F and the N at the end.
I did say
Yeah,
Funton just in case.
Yeah, they like to say fishing. If you get it right, fishing,
okay.
you can say.
Can you? Fishing?
Yeah, but if you get an in there, it ruins the whole thing.
Yeah,
This
you got to be
You
careful.
have to get
movie,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really get it right.
Fundin'. That works pretty good.
Fundin, yeah. Well funded movie, really.
That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to remember that. And I'm going to make some fake ones. That's good. All right. Well done on the social media post. It is time for us to take a look at these alternate titles. Oh, my gosh. These are crazy. I just got handed these. It was almost called the Shamrock Taints. And then they almost went with Rocco's Modern Knife. But, see, look, we're all killing it today. This is good stuff. It's best written episode by all parties. I'm impressed with all our work today. Let's get to some emails and see if we're impressed with you. This is an email, filmsack@gmail.com from Daniel about the movie Juice. Daniel says this: I'm surprised when talking about the term nappy donut, nappy dugout, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why I read
I don't remember
donut.
us talking about that either.
What about Nappy Donuts? I was like, Nappy Donut.
It was
that
the
sounds
comment
delicious.
the kind of chubby funny ones had.
Okay. Yeah.
The context has left me, but anyway, it said something about a
Okay.
nappy donut meeting a girl, and she was
Yeah,
she was a nappy donut or something. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay.
he says, I'm very surprised when that came up that Brian Ibbett did not know that awesome Funkadelic song, Nappy Dugout. I keep saying donut. By the way, the
No.
term refers to a certain part of the lady's body that you used to
What part?
look
What
for
part?
caves shaped like it, he says.
Oh,
What part?
gotcha.
Tell
Well,
us.
The vagina.
Yeah.
Though if you break down the term, you couldn't see a cave since it would be covered. Well, that's true. And yes, that's what the song is about also. So there you go. Nappy dugout.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gross. Next up.
Not a lot of covers of that one in my library.
Nope. Do you have any? You probably don't have any.
No, none
You
whatsoever.
don't have like
Yeah.
you don't have like a I don't know, Two Live Crew cover band or anything like that. Nothing.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. The Postmodern Jukebox just hasn't touched that one for some reason. Don't know why.
Never say never.
Oh,
Let's get to this email from Kevin, a.k.a. Icor. Our old pal Icor wrote in and says, hello, Sackettes. Actually on the Ralph Bakshi version of Lord of the Rings. While the movie, I guess we talked about this a couple of weeks ago when we talked about Lord of the Rings. While the movie is a compressed version of the story, it only includes the first 2 books of Lord of the Rings. It basically ends after Helm's Deep. The reason is they basically ran out of money. If you wanted to see the complete story, you had to watch the Rankin and Bass animated version of Return of the King. It's silly and for kids, but it's also kind of fun. As an aside, I know I didn't even know they did that. That's why.
no. Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing that in the documentary.
This really requires that people stay awake to see the end of the thing, and it's just it's not happening.
It's a little
I love it.
those.
Love it. It's a great warning, though. It says, just an aside, the Rankin and Bass version of The Hobbit is a good way to introduce people to Lord of the Rings movies if you don't want to read that book. It's short and includes enough of the story to understand who is who when you watch Fellowship. It also got my kids into the lore, says Kevin. Well, once again, Kevin swinging in with the good pop culture corrections and knowledge. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate it. As always, keep your emails and your messages coming. FilmSack.com has you covered. And you can use either the voicemail line there, the text line, or just email us at filmsack@gmail.com. Let's thank some regular patron supporters real quick. Patreon.com/filmsack is where they went. And because we have no new people this week, it's worth bringing up Jason Martin, Biff Smith, and Ether Walker.
For sure.
For
Thanks,
their awesome
guys.
support. Thank you guys for being here for a nice long time. There are a couple of regulars. And
Is that multiple people or is that the same
that's
person?
3 human beings, separate human beings.
Say it all together.
He's a
again, make sure.
multi-hyphenate. Yeah.
It's a little like the Trinity, God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
It's like that. So it's kind of one, but all. Anyway.
Right.
I got you.
They already enjoy this, but you will too if you sign up today. No commercials ever. Pre-show content every week. Amazing monthly host specials, and that one just went up for the month of March, featuring Brian Ibbett and Randy Jordan talking about the best of 2025, all leading up to the Oscars tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Monday, Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain. I thought it was a week still. So
No, it's tomorrow night.
these guys are like, hey, we should put this up so they have at least 48 hours to watch it. And I went, oh, okay, I can time it so it pops next week, like on Saturday. Oops.
And they said, immediately, please.
do it
Thank
now.
you.
Put it up now.
And Laszlo doing the introductions.
Dude, I'm so excited about that.
Meryl Streep has been in. Like, I can't even.
You can't imagine how he's going to say their name.
No, it's going to be
New
great.
York City. I don't know how he's going to do it. But
Timothy Chalamet.
if he isn't going all in like that, I don't know what to. I won't be able to go on. That needs to be the most ridiculous, over the top Matt Berry you've ever heard.
Yeah.
We'll see this Sunday. Anyway, get over there, get it done. That's filmsack.com and, of course, patreon.com/filmsack. Our next movie is a roundtable. It's not a movie. We're going to talk about mid movies. Yeah, you heard me. Mid. Not kid movies. There's no other
movies.
Not movies with lids in them. The word mid, M-I-D, middling movies that are just fine that we all like things that we're into. Despite the fact that they're
not movies about Middle Earth. I got you.
No.
I got some I've got to change some notes. Hold on a second.
I got some notes to change. Get in there and get that done. That'll be next week right here on the podcast. So look forward to that. And as you can probably guess, that means there's stuff going on next week where people will be out of town. And you're correct. But we don't want to leave you hanging. So watch for that popping very soon. Filmsack.com is our website. That's going to do it for us, for me, for Brian, and for Randy.
He's a punk.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening. The Frog Pants Network lives at frogpants.com.
Shit.